Greetings to you all, and nice to have you back at Victor's Timeline, the premium destination for uncovering historical moments and as well important international happenings. So today we'll be exploring a pivotal moment in history and as well analyzing an important event that shapes the course of the contemporary international system. So I want you to sit back and learn and as well like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Victor's Timeline, as we delve into this matter. So today in history, precisely in 1999, 12th of March, Poland, Czech Republic, and Hungary, these three countries that were once member of the Warsaw Pact and as well under the Soviet Union, joined the North Atlantic Treaty Organizations, the NATO, in 1999. Also, Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania joined the NATO in 2004. And as scholars, it's worthy to ask, what's holding Ukraine? What are the reasons that is mitigating the membership of Ukraine as a NATO member? Now, we explore the reasons, at least two concrete reasons, why Ukraine, up to today, is yet to be a member of the NATO, despite applying for membership since the early 1990s, that is immediately after the collapse of the USSR. Okay, first of all, it is important to note that the Warsaw Pact was a military alliance that was formed by USSR in 1955 so as to counter the activities of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, the NATO. Now, with the collapse of the USSR, the Warsaw Pact came to an end, making its members to move their separate ways, and others deciding to join NATO afterwards. Now, Ukraine happens to be one of the well-to-do countries in the Eastern Europe that was once under the influence of the Soviet Union. Now, Ukraine has been aligning with the West and as well implementing some Western ideas in their governmental and economic affairs. Now, they have been applying to be a member of the NATO since the early 90s, which has met some obstructions. Now, what are some of the reasons? We will discuss the strategic reasons and as well the contemporary reasons why Ukraine is yet to be a member of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Now, the strategic and as well the security reasons why Ukraine cannot join NATO. We should note that Russia shares boundary with Ukraine. That is, both countries share the same border. They are very close to each other. And we should be aware of the past Cold War events that transpired between the USA and Russia. And the Warsaw Pact, that is the military alliance formed by Russia, then USSR, is no longer in existence. So allowing Ukraine to join NATO, it has been viewed by Russia as a threat to Russia's national security. And as well, the Russian-speaking people that stays or lives in the eastern Ukraine are to be protected as well. So the presence of NATO would serve as a threat to anything that concerns Russia. And as well, it would undermine the military capability of Russia. So to this reason, Russia has forbidden Ukraine from joining NATO, and they will go extra mile to make sure that it never happened, that Ukraine is never a NATO member. Now we have the contemporary reasons why Ukraine cannot join NATO, which one of them is the Article 5 of the NATO agreements. The Article 5 of the NATO agreements states that an attack on any NATO member is an attack on all the members, and all members are bound to send their troops in defense of the NATO member. Now, Ukraine joining NATO at this period of warfare would throw the NATO members into a wider war, and none of these NATO members are ready for direct confrontation. Another reason is the obstruction or opposition by any NATO member. In a bid to join NATO, all the 32 members of NATO must agree. And in this case, Russia is opposing the membership of NATO due to the language issue they had in 2017. Another contemporary reason is the Trump's alienation to Russia's Vladimir Putin. In recent times, we have seen Donald Trump, USA president, going close to Vladimir Putin, and they have been in discussions on how to end the Russian-Ukraine war in favor of Russia. Also, recently, we saw Donald Trump saying that Ukraine's NATO membership is irrelevant, that it is irrelevant for Ukraine to join NATO. And there has been questions amongst the NATO members, amongst the Western Bloc in the international community, because we believe that USA has been a dominant power, has been a dominant member of NATO, piloting and stabilizing the running of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO. Now, with the recent administration, the recent actions of Donald Trump, we are now questioning US commitments to NATO. Now, your opinion is needed. What resolution and how else can Ukraine join NATO so as to ensure her security in this present situation? Drop your opinions in the comments section. Thank you. And lastly, I want to thank you for joining in today's historical exploits. And don't forget to share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.